Not really.
Yeah,
What do you
but
think?
not in like a bad way.
Yeah, not in a bad way. Like it sounds good.
Sweet. Yeah, a little impromptu, but yeah, first like
Oh, they can hear us.
Discordy. Huh?
Yeah,
Who can hear us?
the stream, they can hear us. I didn't
Really?
know that they could hear us.
Oh, we must be live then.
Well, hello.
Howdy, stream.
Hello everybody.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Perspective podcast. My name is Dragonfire. With me, as always, I have Punky. Oh my god, I'm muted the whole time. Oh, good lord. With me, as always, I have Punky. And I have Telly.
Hello, everyone.
Alright, today we got a real special one for you here. So as many of you probably already know that we spent our Tuesdays hanging out at a very, very cool bar here called Park Tavern. And
Give it up for Days
That's
Park.
where we are.
yeah.
We're actually at
They're-
Days right
Don't
now.
forget-
They're
Round
literally,
two.
yeah, they're literally,
We're on the back patio at Days Park
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
Legend there right now.
they're literally there. So, no
doubt Days Park.
and
That's right.
in the karaoke, we have our wonderful guests, Josh and James. Hi, welcome in.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So this is Josh, and this one James.
Yeah.
Right here, right here. So
Wait, for me it's different, but yeah.
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 But yeah, so today we are kind of talking about Days Park. We're gonna be talking about music, just life in general.
That's right.
We are giving our hybrid podcast a try, where we don't necessarily, it's not an interview style as it usually is. We are just kind of picking a topic and just running with it and see
Yeah.
what chaos kind of unfolds as a result of that. But yeah, guys, welcome in to the Sunday Perspective podcast. What is going on? How y'all doing? What's up?
Doing great. Yeah, like we said, set up from Days Park, our Tuesday spot to be, and kind of like a default, when in doubt, Days
That's
Park.
right. Of course.
Yeah.
Safe place.
It's definitely one of the safe place, incredible people,
Yeah.
just one of the home spots,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It is. Days Park has become like almost like a bit of a safe haven for me, because people there are fantastic, and I've been able to kind of, because I've always liked doing karaoke. I just never really found a spot for it, like a good spot for it, until I found Days Park Tavern.
Yeah.
And now it is every day, every Tuesday is Days Park Tavern karaoke day. And it is, I can tell you, the month that I had off from Days Park karaoke was maddening. Especially I don't sugarcoat anything. We don't sugarcoat on the Sunday Perspective podcast. On the streams I do, but on this podcast I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I was going through some shit during that month. It was rough. It was really rough for me. So to go through that and then not have like an outlet to where I can just forget about that for a couple of hours, to just be like, to just sing my heart out, whether I was angry or upset or happy, like sing out those emotions and express those emotions in the way that I know how to do, in the way that I feel comfortable. To not have that was a disaster, honestly. And we can talk about that too. Like this could be just our general topic in the sense of what, when you don't have the things that you like to do to unwind, what kind of an impact that can have on you, on the way that you look at life and the way that you start to approach things, because your perspective changes when you're caught up in those feelings, when you're like I just need a minute and I'm not getting the minute and it's just chaos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's always good to have an outlet of some kind if you're ever dealing with something like how you said, like Days Park could be an outlet for you. I mean, it kind of is for me too. I look forward to it every single Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like always something fun to do. If I'm not feeling right, I'll just go to Days Park, forget what's happening outside, leave it all out the door, and just have fun. That's like one place I would go to, like if I'm ever not feeling it.
Like I'll probably post this somewhere. I'll say this about my guests. Like these gentlemen mean a lot to me, because like I'll post a video in a second here, and maybe after the podcast I'll post a little clip of what we were doing, and that being in that space with these wonderful gentlemen was just so fantastic. Because I needed that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I needed that.
Yeah. I've done a lot of.
Yeah.
I've been in a lot of different musical situations, a lot of different bands, a lot of different jam sessions, and every single one is different. And this one hit definitely in its different way. It's that one special. That one special thing about it where it just hits and like you're 100% present in that moment.
Yeah.
And nothing else matters.
Yeah.
I love those
Yeah.
moments. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Chat, if you have any questions of our wonderful guests here, please do ask. Ninja Thorn is lurking and working. Cool. It's
lurking and working.
Lurking and working.
That's right.
So for anybody who
Sounds
does,
like vote.
Penguin, hi. Welcome
hello.
in.
Welcome in.
What is going on? Hey, Penguin, I've got something to tell you, but I won't say it. I'll just leave something in chat here to notify you. But what's going on? Welcome in.
Welcome in. Oh, hello, Flango. Didn't see who's in there.
The people. I can talk day in and day out about Days Park, because Days Park has been such a wonderful outlet for me. To not only sing and explore, but also to meet new people, to get out of my comfort zone, get out of my shell. Like every time I open karaoke night in Days Park, it does get easier, but the first time I was just kind of like, is this stream kind of lagging? I think it might be on your end, because I'm not actually seeing any dropped frames on my end.
Yeah, it looks good on my end here.
Over like the course, we probably had like maybe a blip or two, but it's also the Days Park Wi-Fi. So.
Yeah, it could be.
But no, it's been running good for us.
Hey, Penguin, this is for you. This will tell you everything that you need to know. All right, just make of that what you will. Anyway, so it's good to open it, because I'm getting out of my because it's a chance for people to get out of their comfort zone, because you see, it's like, oh, the community is so supportive. Like Days Park has become such a community of friends, of people who care for each other, who are gonna stand up for each other. Like we can even talk about some of those things where we've stood up for each other, where you become like a family. It's so weird, but you do become like a family.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sense of community is huge. I mean, having like and like you said, the first time you do anything, it's very uncomfortable. But then, like, the more you're out there and you kind of like meet your people, and then when you're out and about and you run into everybody, it's like, man, like I really am like accepted. I'm known. Like I'm around my people, and
Exactly, yeah.
just that feeling is just so grounding and
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, to be like known. That's
Right.
a big. Like, when these people know me,
Yeah.
it's cool. Like when I walk in and everybody's like, "You want your usual?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian knows our usual orders by now, I think.
Yeah. What was it? What was it kind of like for you guys? Take me through your all of your guys' story. Like I'll speak on it, but I've been speaking on it. But I've been speaking quite a lot. So I'm gonna throw it to everybody else here.
Okay.
What for the guests first? What
Okay.
what was it like? What has this experience been for you like, and how did you get into it? How did you find out? How are you guys as involved as you are with the experience every Tuesday? What is that like? Take us through that.
Somebody go first.
Y'all, one of y'all.
Yeah, you guys first. I'll go after you.
we gotta get in.
Oh, rock,
okay,
paper,
so
scissors, okay.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 2 out of 3, yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh man, this is the one that counts.
Okay,
Time. This is the tie.
Rock, paper,
Wait, restart.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Oh, I'm out.
Oh, okay,
you first, yeah.
James.
well, my name is Josh, everybody, and I am the host of the Barstool Karaoke here. Keyword Barstool, where you can sing from the comfort of the bar. You don't have to get on stage. Tyler gets on stage though.
That's
Props.
right. I'll
Tally.
get into that on my story. I'll get into that.
Tally does get into stage.
Most of us get up. Most
You
of us get
do,
up.
I
Most
forget.
of us get up. Yeah, yeah.
It's just so regular.
Right.
You're all anyway. You're all over the place. You can
Yeah,
talk about that
yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I got into.
real quick,
Oh, we gotta-
quick, before you start your story. Kirk, hello. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Oh, nice.
Baby dinner sub, take me out to.
Who's taking us
Yeah,
out to dinner?
okay.
right.
It's all
Kirk
good.
is taking us out to dinner. Let's go to Days Park Tavern.
Yeah.
Who?
Days Park, yes.
Let's go.
So,
I'm going to yeah.
these gentlemen are they do karaoke at Days Park Tavern where we go to every Tuesday. So that's where we're going. Come and do karaoke with me. Penguin says, I'm not sure if you meant that you recently came out, but if you did, yes, I did. Yes, you read that correctly. So yeah, but we're not gonna get too much into that. You can DM me about it and we'll talk.
253.
253.
Hi guys, I'm excited for the podcast. Heck yeah, we're going to Days
Yeah, of
Park
course.
Tavern.
That's right.
So yeah,
253.
253. Yes, 253.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Vote for
Yep.
Brian.
Yep.
Vote
Go
for
for
Brian.
Brian. Let's
Vote for
go.
Brian.
Yes.
Vote his crown.
Please.
Let's get
Yeah,
him.
Does anybody actually
that's the-
have that link so I can
Hang
actually
on.
drop it
I
in
will
my
find it.
Yeah, we
I'll
got
find
guys-
it.
Put it in
guys?
the chat.
Please find our favorite bartender of Days Park Tavern, Brian Sanchez, and please vote for him because he got nominated for best bartender. So we're gonna drop a
so-
link. Please vote for him.
The Buffalo News was doing a best of 716 contest, and that
Yeah.
involves like diners, restaurants, places all around the city, and there's a category for bartender, best of 716, and then Brian is one of the nominees for best bartender in
right.
Buffalo, Days Park Tavern.
And-
Let's go, vote for Brian.
Yeah, vote for
And
Brian.
and the craziest
Every
part
Tuesday,
is
vote for Brian.
he got written in. That's the craziest
Yeah,
part.
from all of our support, all the
Yeah.
votes.
Yeah.
He's written in
enough
because of all of
people
us.
Voted that he got
The whole
written
community.
in.
Yeah, like he wasn't even on the list, but we as a collective community were like, no, we gotta write Brian in.
Yeah.
Vote for Brian.
He
That's right,
deserves
Kirk.
it.
That's,
So,
that's right, Kirk. Let's go, Brian.
so Punky is working on the link. Please go vote for Brian Sanchez. He is the best bartender you'll ever meet. Seriously.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yes, guys, I'm so sorry I cut you off because I was talking to my chat. But go ahead, please.
There's a link.
Let's keep the chat busy.
Yep.
But
That's right.
I started the karaoke when Michael asked me, the owner asked me to. He had the idea of having a barstool karaoke, and I loved it. And he asked me if I could host it because he thought I'd be the perfect personality. So I hopped right on that. It's funny though, because I first started coming to Days Park with my ex, who shall not be named, and with that relationship, the relationship that the owner and I got was pretty close. Speaking of whom, but look who it is!
Look who it is.
Is it the owner?
Man of the hour.
It
the owner.
is. It
Does
very
the
well
owner
could
want to
be.
chime in?
Oh, it is.
Don't talk. Don't
So
talk. We're not talking.
we're on a podcast right now. We're podcasting. Days
Hi.
Park, back.
Hello.
Well, you wouldn't be. You're the
Michael Jacoby, hop in frame. Days Park owner.
Yeah,
Okay,
hop
okay,
in, hop in,
Tuesday.
say hi. Hop in, say hi.
He's unhappy about my haircut. But,
Oh, is he?
yes. Anyway, yeah, no, I vibe with the idea. My ex did not vibe with the idea, so it was gonna at first be an every other week kind of thing, but then that ended, and then it was every two.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like happy,
Yeah.
freaking great. All the new people that I've met, literally everybody here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I've met all of you through karaoke. So
Days.
that is wild in itself.
Ninja-
All right, that's pretty much my story.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, James, go ahead.
Yeah, no, for me, I think I started coming over the winter, maybe December, November,
Somewhere out there.
something like that. But just kind of like looking for stuff to do throughout the week. Been really trying to just hit the music hard, and I was doing open mics on Wednesday, and then my buddy Tyler, who also works at Days, said that on Tuesdays they had karaoke, and I'm like, well, Tuesday I was looking for something to do, so it like worked out, and then met everybody at so many people at Days Park Karaoke. Yeah, I mean, between Josh and Tyler, Sarah, Umar, and just everyone who comes and goes to Days. I mean, it's just been really, like you said, it's like the community. It's a great feeling to just come out, and then so many familiar faces, and you're like, we're here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's the people that make the place.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's
that's
really
true.
exactly.
I think that's a good case for here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like we become a family. We become like a close knit group of friends, and 50-cent wings. Yeah.
50-cent wings. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
50-cent wings.
Ninja Thorn also says, tell them they owe you for the advert. Yeah, you guys better pay up. You guys better pay up. It is the food in Days Park Tavern is
Perfect.
the
I love
bomb. It's
the wings rip.
yeah.
The fries too. I love the fries.
Fries are
The fries are
so
so good.
damn
Hey,
good.
one
Best fries
recommendation.
in Allen.
Try the gumbo. It's fire. You gotta try the gumbo. I love it.
If you,
I'm not trying. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not trying to blow up the spot, but they have a bourbon glaze, and if you mix the bourbon glaze with the hot bourbon glaze, ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's
I'm not
go.
trying to blow up the spot, but that's the spot.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. That's just fantastic.
I love it.
Guys, if you ever find yourself in my city and you don't go to Days Park,
What are you doing?
what are you doing?
Right.
Y'all missing out. That's the
Especially
spot.
if it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuesdays. You can't miss Tuesdays. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah.
open mics, and then there's shows on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a special event sometimes.
That's right.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Telly, go ahead.
Okay. So how did I start going to Days Park? So I've been going for a couple months now. So the first time I went, was like in November. I went with Dragon and Punky because like she was like, oh yeah, so Brian works here. I don't think you guys would have ever been here yet. How about I take you over? So it happened to be a Tuesday the day we went. So um, yeah, it was like a Tuesday in November. It was like my first time there. Well, I don't think I went in December. I was kind of busy in December, but I went in November. I had a lot of fun. It was happened to be a Tuesday. I tried the wings. I had fries. They were perfect. Definitely had a good amount of drinks too. It was a fun night, and there was in at this point I wasn't really ready to like sing fully at the time. Like what I did at first, I think I sang "Good Riddance" with Punky and Dragon like once, and on the first day, like I played piano too. But like I don't know, at the start, I wasn't really ready to do it. But like the day, it kind of like progressed slowly for me. Like the day I actually decided to like go up and myself and sing was like Valentine's Day. It was like the most lit day there. There was so many people. Like you guys know, like you
Yeah.
guys and Punky know. Remember Valentine's Day?
Oh
Oh,
God,
yeah.
yeah,
Great.
that
That was-
was wild.
I never seen Brian sweat like that before. He was up on his feet the entire night,
That was
like working.
Yeah,
insane.
that was crazy.
There's a lot of people. I felt the vibe. The vibe was right. So I thought I'm gonna sing the song I know the best at the moment, "Good Riddance" by Green Day. So went up there myself and I sang. I had a lot of good support system. I had Punky with me. I had Brian too. I had you guys there, and the other Telly too, Tyler. I had him there, and then there was the one guy, Steve. You guys know Steve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, talk
Steve,
Yeah.
Steve was there.
yeah.
He was helping me out too. He was hyping me up, and like there, I felt from all you guys, the collective effort, I felt very comfortable doing it. And yeah, from there, I just kept singing each week, and each week I try to just do new songs. Like my favorite thing to sing there is Blink 182, and I gotta say, you got me into that, James. You got me into singing Blink 182.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wasn't
What,
I
all the
wouldn't-
small things that kicked it off. That's
yeah, all the small things, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what really started it for me. Like I do that every week. That whole place gets lit. Like
It does.
got a lot of like Bob the Builder. He's someone who's always lit for me, and Jack's crew too. They're always lit for me every week. I feed off that energy. It makes me feel more comfortable each time I go.
Right.
And yeah, I already got some ideas for what I'm gonna do this week. Catch me at Days Park. I'm gonna sing "I Miss You" this week.
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Let's
Yes.
go. Let's go.
Miss you.
That's something maybe a couple months ago when I first started wouldn't have imagined saying, but now I feel comfortable that like I can just go up there and sing whatever I really feel like. So
Yeah.
I was kind of a quiet, reserved person like a few years ago, like in high school and stuff. I feel like afterwards I kind of just found myself now, and like going to places like Days Park and things like that kind of just really brought it out a little. So that's my
Yeah.
story.
Look, I'm gonna really quickly read this. Ninja Thorn says, "If only it wasn't a 24-hour drive."
Oh, we're gonna
Listen,
fly you out here.
listen, Ninja Thorn. One of these days, you're gonna fly out here, and we're gonna take you to Days Park Tavern,
That's right.
and on a
what you know about
Tuesday.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
That's
seriously,
right. Legit
seriously.
716.
There's Buffalo is the type of city where there's like there is nightlife, there is life, but you gotta find it. It's not
true, yeah.
apparent.
Yeah.
You gotta look for it because when I first came to Buffalo, my impression of Buffalo was, damn, it's pretty dead. But then I got into theater. I got into actually going out. I found a Days Park. I found Josh and James, these wonderful gentlemen that we're speaking with. And through those little things, you find that no, a small city like that does have life. It does have culture. It does have beauty in its own right. And for me to say, look at it and face value and be like, oh, that's such a dead city, was an unfair assessment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Gotta
definitely
give it a
not.
shot.
Yeah, give everything a shot. Yeah.
Um,
What about you, Punky? How was your experience first going to Days Park?
Well, that of course my boyfriend works there.
Yeah.
He's the bar manager that we all talk about that
That's right.
you're all voting for, which
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
everybody in the chat that's voting for him.
please
I
vote
love
for
you.
him.
You're
For Brian.
amazing. 'Cause
Please
I'm gonna say
vote
that
for
he's the best
after every
bartender
song I
that
sing this
know.
week, I'm gonna end it by saying vote for Brian.
Yeah,
Yes.
please
Brian.
vote for him because
Yes.
we really love Brian and he takes good care of us. He's a good dude and he
Yeah.
works hard. He's an amazing amazing dude. So like for
Yeah.
him
An
to
amazing
win this,
boyfriend.
yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
yeah,
Couldn't think of a more deserving person. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for
Also
him to,
consistently the best dressed. I don't know how he
yeah,
does
That's
it.
right.
that's true.
He really
Every
is.
single
Tops himself
time.
every
He's got
time. He
great
tops
Every
himself
single
every
style.
time.
time.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yep.
We,
But yeah, so he works there as the bar manager, and one night he came home and he's like, "So the craziest thing happened. It was pretty dead," and I'm like, you know, fuck it. I took the microphone and I turned the mic all the way up and I just started singing Veggie Tales.
ah,
And I'm like, at first I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Because I hate that song.
yeah,
I hate it. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah.
And he knows it. So like, he was telling me about it, and it was funny as hell. And I guess people heard him, and people were coming in to investigate it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the idea was born for the Barstool Karaoke. And you know, they've got the portable microphones. They've got all the different screens by the bar that you can look at. So I
Yep.
started coming, and like, I think the very first one I went to, I sang. I can't remember what I sang. I think it was "Hit Me With Your Best Shot."
Yeah.
And like, it's exhilarating, you know,
Yeah.
singing and like,
It's like you
by
get a rush.
doing
Yeah.
it, I'm becoming more comfortable singing in
Yeah.
front of people, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely finding my voice more.
I've got a wild story to tell you guys. I know you guys. The chat has probably heard this, but I don't know if James and Josh really. Well, maybe y'all know. So, damn, if only I wasn't across the entire ocean. I would love that. Tickets are $475. It's a creative, artistic city to not just drawing, but poetry and acting and singing one day.
Very
Yeah,
true,
yeah,
It's very true. Yeah.
yeah. So, the craziest story that I've had at Days Park was when one night, and I've told this story before, but I'm telling it on for the benefit of James and Josh here. Is one night when I was finishing up my set for the night, and I sang "Music of the Night" from Phantom of the Opera. And that reaction when I finished the song was the wildest reaction ever
Yeah.
yeah.
I've ever gotten. Like I don't know if the bar has ever gotten that lit ever,
No.
ever. But
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was a really magical moment.
Yeah.
Was. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Y'all wanna talk about some of your magical moments that you've had?
You know, you brought up the like hand-free mics and stuff, and I feel like that's just another thing that makes it more intuitive,
Yeah.
kind of break free almost, because
Yeah.
being tethered to like a cable, you know, you don't really think about it, but like honestly, that's another perk about like the wireless, like really lets you roam and move, and like you can just be at the stool, but like, you can also
Perform.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
run around like Gerard Way. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for you and Telly. And it is, why do you guys, when you have the option to sit at the bar or at a table, out of the way, out of the public eye, you choose not to do that?
Okay.
So
That's a good question.
So
Yeah.
for me, look, I'm a performer. I like
Oh,
I
yeah.
like eyes on me. If I'm singing, your attention is on me. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like arrogant like that. Like I like to entertain. I like to perform. I like to put on a show, because a song by itself may not garner a reaction if this is at least the way I look at it. It may not garner a reaction if you're just sitting statically, but if you're up and moving and you're getting your body into it, you are grooving with it. That's
Yeah.
like people I feel like connect with that more.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, okay, it's just you're probably somebody's probably listening to this thinking like, well, it's just barstool karaoke, but it's more than that though.
It is, yeah.
It's song is expression, song is language, and for me, for somebody who's not a social butterfly, for somebody whose outlet is song and poetry, and that is such a vital part of my communication. The songs I pick, the way I sing them, it's not just because I'm into the song. I'm legitimately trying to tell you a story through the song that I'm singing. So that is kind of my motivation for that.
Same here, kind of.
That's my
motivation. I like to sing usually like high energy songs. I feel like I can get the best out of them if I'm just standing up singing them. Like how we were talking about how before we left earlier, like you could just feel it more. You get more power in your like lungs and diaphragm like when you're standing up and singing. And like I guess it's kind of like how I like Dragon. It's kind of like the actor in me, kind of. I'm just used to like being on stage, kind of, and I don't know. And like another reason is because like at first, like some people go on stage, part of me mentally thought, oh, you gotta go on stage. So I kind of taught myself to do it almost because I saw other people doing it. Like I see you, James, sometimes doing it, and like Dragon, sometimes you go on stage too. So I thought at first, oh, I should probably do it on stage. Because I don't know, I didn't realize it was barstool karaoke at first. Yeah. But I thought it was just karaoke because like that was like
you
first
have the
time being
option.
there. It's right, you have the option. Yeah. Just. And it sounds weirder, but like I feel more nervous sitting down singing than standing up because like I feel like I'm not getting the full effect of the song if I'm sitting down. I just have to keep looking up at this like screen. I feel like I need to move a little bit. I just feel more comfortable standing up doing it. Gets me more into the song in the moment.
See, I'm weird. It's more like I'm very shy with my singing. You know, I'm not used to singing in front of people. Like, at least I wasn't before karaoke. So, but by doing it, I've kind of been finding my voice and getting more comfortable and doing different songs and shit. And like, for the most part, I've been a barstool. But I kind of want to try and push myself a little bit.
You should do it. If you feel comfortable, go for it.
I feel like karaoke is a very good way to kind of put yourself out of your comfort zone because it's you're not just singing for yourself. I feel like because you're especially in an environment like Days Park, like you are as much traffic as we get on Tuesdays, you're putting on a show. You sing for other people. And that can be a really good like connecting factor with people. That's a good way to meet new people. Like that's how I was able to connect with all the people that I connected with on Days Park. Like that, it's song is such a wonderful way to connect with someone.
Yes. Absolutely.
It really is. And speaking of song. Now, here's my question for y'all. What is your creative process? What is your musical process, your creative process, and how do you, anytime you jam with somebody like you did with us today, what is your approach to that? What is your mindset?
Well, that is, so I have my own style of playing, right? For those who don't know in the chat, I'm a guitar player, and I like to play fast. I like to shred it up. So when I join in on different gyms, different sessions that I go to, I have that reserved in the back of my head. It's like that's what I'm gonna do. That's where we're gonna go. It's just finding out how we're gonna get there first.
Right.
So, like yesterday when I jammed with James and this other drummer, I knew what I was gonna do, and I have an idea of what he's gonna play. So I know everything's we're just gonna shred. We're shred on. With you guys, I know that you all like Tyler, Telly.
names.
Dragon Punky.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be really bad with that.
All
It's all
good. All
good.
good. All
It's okay,
good.
it happens a lot.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
All good.
Oh,
Punky and Telly. All right, so you guys, you typically have those rock and roll songs. I don't know if that's like for karaoke that you do these songs.
Yeah.
And then Dragon, I know that you have your Can't Help Falling in Love,
Yeah.
and obviously Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And so I know that you have a gentler style.
Yeah, I do.
And so with all these different and James with his punk soul.
it's kind of 50-50. Yeah, it's like either expressive and like soft, or then it's like very aggro punk rock. So it's kind of like the blend of both,
Yeah. That's just
Sure.
I go into it with the mindset that everybody's gonna have a different style to play in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my style, use the talent that I've developed for the past 10 years, and just adapt it to what is present. So the first one is always like that guessing game. It's like, all right, let's see how it goes.
Right.
And yeah, it fits. When it fits, it ships.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
without a doubt.
All right, I'll post this to my my friends here as well. If y'all want to talk about your motivations, your style, kind of how y'all approach this.
James.
Me? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. But growing up, I was in like orchestra and stuff. I remember going into like, I don't know, 5th grade. There was someone like going around the school saying, "Hey, do you want to do an instrument?" And I'm like, "Violin's kind of cool," and kind of like stuck violin, so like string instruments. And then took that all the way up. Did jazz guitar like senior year. So that gave me those cool like kind of, I don't know, like I love the Killers. Love doing like Mr. Brightside. That's one of my favorite rockets.
Oh,
So, like
yeah.
karaoke, one of the favorite rockets to rep. But even the guitar player to the Killers was like a jazz rock kind of guy. So I love that like dense harmony, but like still rocking. Maybe not like as far as fusion, but like kind of alt indie rock with like 7s and 9s, but like overdrive. And it's really all about feeling. Like there's, whether it's like sentimental or aggression, like it's like I feel it's kind of like paints or each kind of texture gives you a different feeling, or like a delay is like a trip kind of, or like a flanger, even like that jet planey kind of colors and
Understandable. So I can also talk on this behalf. It's very important to build a rapport with the musicians that you play with, because like I can speak on this too, because we have the rapport, and we had moments today where our music was clashing, where our styles were clashing, but we kind of were able to work through it, where you guys were shredding, and like I would like play a soft under, like we would play a soft underbeat, but then you guys would shred on top of that soft underbeat, and it adds such a flavor, such an incredibly amazing flavor to the music, because it's like, well damn, okay, I've always played this song as really soft. I've always played only one thing as really soft, but then add that dirty guitar, add somebody who is very proficient in shredding, very proficient in music theory, and then in music theory, and you get
run for your money, you gotta do harmonies and stuff.
And you get more depth into a song. I will post some of the stuff on Twitter, so look for that tonight. Some of the smaller videos, maybe on Twitter and Instagram, because there's a lot of content to go through from today. And it's just, I'm glad we had this opportunity, because we understand each other a little bit more musically as a result of today. because
Like you said, you absolutely need rapport because it's just asking for a bad time if you're like playing with somebody that you don't get along with,
Yeah,
like
it's true.
almost, I don't want to say more importantly, but like you really have to be like, you need a sweet rapport. Like you want to do more than just jam. Like you want to have like that brotherly, sisterly, do more. Like just even like you got to appreciate the hangs too, because if you're in it for the ride, you gotta love every moment of it,
and every
highs and lows.
Every style, it can add something to your music. Like if you approach it like that, then you're all better for it. And I'm glad that we had rapport going back from like our time on Karaoke Tuesdays, and we bonded over our music styles, over our differential music styles, and we really wanted to try it out with each other because this was really an experiment, really, to see how it goes, but it went so well that now I really want this to be a thing. I want this to maybe become something that we take on a stage. Like the thing we did today with the harmonica, that was so far removed from your guys' style, but you guys humored me and it went well. It went really well.
It's 10 o'clock, so unfortunately I gotta go and eat my din din.
Gotcha.
But it's been great.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vote for Brian.
Yes,
Brian.
guys, keep voting for Brian.
It's pinned in chat. Just click that link. Yeah, I pinned it in chat. Click that link and go vote, please.
And for Spotify listeners, hopefully by the time you listen to this, Brian won.
You guys.
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.
See you.
Bye. All right, so we'll continue.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can continue. So
we got smaller.
Yeah.
We got smaller. Yeah, looks like we decreased.
Smaller. Yeah.
That's good.
It's I definitely cherish those moments that we have on Tuesdays, those conversations, because I can tell you guys, like, sometimes after work I'm just like in my own head and I'm just like dead after work. I'm like, I hate everything. I just want to go home, but then I force myself to come to Days Park and I'm better for it. Like sometimes I don't even want to sing, but I'm just like, whatever. I guess I'll sing. Like I've literally had days like that.
Just gonna come in and see how I feel, and honestly, the biggest thing is just like showing up. Really, even like getting there is the thing. Then you'll just happen naturally,
Yeah.
Especially here with people that know,
Yeah.
know you helps a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I can attest to them not wanting to go.
Yeah.
After getting like clocked to work at 5:30 in the morning and then starting at 8:30. Oh yeah. No, there's times where I'm driving home just like I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
But we always have a good time, so I gotta.
That's true.
I gotta do it. Oh, that would be not great if I didn't show up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Bad.
But it's part of the
But it's still fun.
What's that?
What's up, chat?
Oh, okay, never mind. We're good in chat. Chat, do you guys have any questions for our guests so far? We're kind of cooking right now. It's pretty amazing.
Chat GPT.
Chat GPT, yeah, right?
Yep.
You ever use a Snapchat?
I have not.
It's a total. I just updated my Snapchat and got the Snapchat AI thing, and just like I sent them a message, was like, "What's up?" Like just chilling. I'm like, "What the heck is this?"
Oh, that's really weird. I don't use Snapchat much, but that's pretty weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I use Chat GPT sometimes. It's fun. I like that more. It's interesting. AI is interesting. AI has gotten so much more advanced now. It's crazy. It's like you can have a full-blown freaking conversation with an AI.
And pretty soon, AI is gonna be doing karaoke. You never know.
Oh my! But do not.
Isn't that like Hatsukane Miku technically? Like in Japan, they have it's like a character, and like it's like a hologram that basically does like live shows and
I've heard of that, yeah.
perform. It's all So I mean, kind of.
Yeah. We're kind of almost there, yeah.
It's already
AI
happening.
karaoke.
That's
What-
right.
Whatever you can possibly think of, it's probably already happening in some capacity, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not wild to
Yeah,
imagine that somebody's made a technological advance so far that whatever you could possibly imagine happening is already probably set in motion.
Yeah.
Which is
Mhm.
insane. It was great. By the way, I had so much fun hanging out with y'all because, like, you know, just jamming and, you know, and the nice thing is because sometimes when you'll jam with somebody, it's just noise, but it wasn't noise here. It was actually music. It was actually very, very nice, hard music, but also very nice. Like it's just fun to, you know, jam with people because it's been a while. It's been a while since we've had like a proper jam, and you know, next step I feel like would be to maybe prepare for like
Drums.
drums. We need some
We need some drums. Yeah.
drums. I can't.
Oh, it's so important. You guys have no idea.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the meter, the feel,
Yeah.
swing.
I feel like if we had like a metronome or like a drums or something to keep us all together, we would keep us all
Even
together.
a click track, like
Yeah. My biggest gripes, I guess, was like, you know, we had drums, but like it didn't really keep us together. I just felt in the bands that I've been in, I felt like, man, there's so much more we can do here. There's so much more we can do, but I've always, in terms of my guitarist, like, cause I'm not a lead guitarist. I'm a rhythm guitarist. I felt like short. I've always felt short of skill. This like imposter syndrome just kind of washes over me as a musician, just trying to be like, am I even good enough? Is this even worth trying? Like, it's just. It sucks, but you know what? Oh, we lost Punky. Yes, we did. Punky had to.
Yeah, she had to get going to dinner.
Had to
Dinner.
get going for Den. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want a hardball question? A little curveball?
sure. Yeah.
Okay. This is one we ask many of our podcast guests here. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh man, if I do everything right,
Yeah.
in a band, in a successful band.
Slamming.
Yeah.
Slam.
Yeah, if I do everything right, if I put my cards where they should be and stop working at 5:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
then that would be, you know,
That would be the ideal.
that
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, it's an amassing of like really the minutes and seconds, sacrifices you make for the pursuit of what you ultimately want, you know. Say you go to trivia night on Tuesday somewhere else, you know, like we may not have met. So I mean, it's decisions and
It's true, yeah.
pros and cons, opportunity cost.
What?
Yeah, I mean, knowing what you want and just go.
So,
and grind it
Discourse, yeah.
so kind of building off of
all
that,
in.
what do you think is the power of a compare and contrast decision? Because literally we could have gone anywhere, but we went to Days Park. So what do you think the effect of a decision like that, such a small decision causing such a tsunami wave of events happening, what's the weight of that?
Definitely major, big. 'Cause I've had those decisions where it was like if I even just decided to stay home, if I was going out when I was in college, if I was going out with a group of friends who were just going to a house party, If I decided to be that guy who's, you know what, I'm not feeling it. I'm just gonna hang at home, watch Netflix,
Yeah.
play video. I definitely wouldn't have made the connections, and you think about that, and it definitely. I would say it kind of like pushes you to do it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it is
Payback, reward, that like
Yeah.
sense of achievement, connection.
like I did that. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys want to hear a story?
Yeah.
There was a night where in college when I went to this one it was just like a small house party. People had their sort of
House parties. Keep going.
oh yeah, they had their had their booze, they had all the alcohol you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
But this one kid who was at the time one of my closest friends was like, "You want to go to this other party? It's gonna be huge." And I was like, "I'm not really good with these large parties."
Yeah.
But I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." I was just drunk enough to the point where I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Liquid courage.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we ended up going to this party that was somewhere out in Niagara, and there was 250 people there.
Whew.
The cover
Wow.
it was literally like this big empty warehouse. There were cops everywhere, but they weren't doing anything, which was weird. And there was like a $20 cover to get in, but we went in through a back door, so we didn't pay. And it was just one of the craziest experiences where it's dark but it's bright at the same time. And I mean, people were pretty much just having sex on the floor. They were dancing that hard, but it was like, just like, what is this? And then I have that. I think about that experience, and if I had said no to that, would I be the person that I am right now? Kind of things like that. So making those decisions is, I would say, it's pretty impactful to the person that you are post decision.
Yeah.
If I said I was like, I'm gonna go home and play video games, I'd probably be more of a homebody. Would I be able to host karaoke? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So like things like that just like affect what happens down the line.
Yeah.
I see it kind of as like how they say everything happens for a reason. That's kind of like true in that sense too. That's something I go by and live by. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah.
It's been so apparent over like the last year or so, like of that point.
Yeah.
It's and sometimes like even in those reasons or in those situations you even sometimes even question the fact that what reason did that happen to me for?
Yeah.
Like you're like,
Right.
what did I needed to learn out of this? Like what the hell kind of lesson is that? And I only say this because like I'm kind of going through that kind of thing right now. But at the same time it's like, well, they don't just say the grass is greener on the other side. Like there is a point to everything.
Yeah.
There is a point. It's just got to be patient with
Right. It's
yourself, I
patience.
guess.
Yeah.
Even something as like minuscule as you're heading to band practice and you're hitting every single light.
Yeah.
And just get every red light in your head. You're just like, why me? Why is this happening right now? I'm late.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then somebody once told me that if you're hitting every single red light, that's literally like life is telling you to slow down.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good way to think of it. Yeah.
You don't rush these things. You're trying to get there too fast.
Yeah.
Just hold on, just hang out.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things where, like, sure, I get upset, I get annoyed when I hit every single red light, but then I remember that somebody told me that, and it's like, all right, it'll be fine.
Yep.
I'll hang out.
Yeah.
Could have
Look
saved
around.
you from like a bus,
Yeah. Big
That's true, yeah.
ol'. Sometimes you do need a big ol' like mental and emotional reset where you're just like, okay, let me take a big deep breath and let me figure out why it's happening, why this is happening,
Yeah.
what is happening in front of me. Just
Exactly.
figuring yourself out, and it's some of those situations can be tough to crawl out of, but but you do, that's when you rely on your anchor, the person that who you trust the most to give you some guidance of.
Yeah.
And I had this happen to me with the situation that I told you guys when y'all first came in here, the thing that like current you
Yep.
know, I needed help with that because it was so difficult to be like to talk to anybody about that, like because like, oh, what is anybody gonna say, how is that gonna go, are they even gonna look at me the same way, you know, like there's like this, you get in your own head sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And it's really hard to ignore, and you know, in those me getting in my own head moments, in those kind of situations, you just need an outside person to be like, look, you're fine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'll be okay, so just slow down for a minute. And I think that kind of all ties back to your red light story,
Yeah.
to
It
your
does, yeah.
to your red light account of, you know, sometimes you'll get those moments of slow down, dude. Slow
I'm
down.
late, but yeah, you're gonna get there. You know, you're gonna get there. It might take an extra minute.
Yeah.
But hey, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Right.
At that point, screw it and get a coffee. You know.
Yeah, screw it. Get a
Make
coffee.
make it worth the late.
Right.
Once that's bad. That's bad advice.
Yep.
Nobody listens to that one.
Yeah, definitely don't get the coffee if you really can. I mean,
Oh no.
Yeah.
but if you can do it, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Treat yourself. Do it after.
Yeah. Treat yourself.
Treat
Exactly.
yourself. Telly, you have anything you want to ask? Chat, do you have anything you want
Any
to ask?
questions? I could try to think of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you want to share about Days Park?
okay.
And anything y'all want to share about
All right.
Days
I
Park?
have a good question for everybody here.
Yeah.
What would be your favorite song to sing at Days Park and Karaoke Night? And what is one song you want to sing? It's like a dream song, kind of.
I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Am I going first or?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So you said dream song for karaoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, and or just favorite song too. Like
I love
maybe
Bright
answer
Side.
that. Bright
Bright
Side.
Side,
Bright
Yeah.
Side. Definitely
Yeah.
set it out.
Good one,
The
yeah.
Killers
I
was
like
Bright
it.
Side. That's. And it's just one of those. It just, I feel like, especially our like demographic, like our age range, like it just resonates so. It's something about that song. It's just like universal almost. And I watched this one like breakdown of it, and like how the vocal part is like almost a single note consonant, which just makes it so easy for like the ear to pick up on. And yeah, no, Mr. Brightside. It's a
There we
bop,
go.
it's a banger. That one gets people moving. I mean, we like we're born like knowing that tune. I guess, you know.
Yeah, you can
At
say
least
it's
it
a
feels that
universal
way.
tune.
It
Yeah.
feels that way when you bring it out, you know.
Yeah.
Or even that like Phantom of the Opera.
The
Yeah.
like the note or like the high notes, the belts.
There's just nothing better than like making that connection.
Yeah.
You know, like with your crowd, your audience, and yeah.
I gotta tell you about that. We actually had some new people come in as a result of them hearing
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
like how,
Which
kind of like
was-
how people heard Brian singing the VeggieTales sing. It made me think of that. It's the same
So,
energy,
yeah, what's going
basically.
on here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane. That's in a good way. So
Right.
Okay, what? I forgot my own damn question.
It was favorite song to sing in at Days Park. I said.
Literally anything from Phantom, to be honest. Literally
Alright.
anything from Phantom.
All right, that's a good answer. For me, I'd say would be my favorite song to sing is All the Small Things, because it's a classic. It just gets
Yeah.
everybody moving. It gets a lot of people hyped in there. I love it. I love the reactions it gets every single time. Sometimes I get people singing with me, like coming up, like sometimes you, Dragon, will, and like I know you sang it with me before, James, and like and our good friend Bob the Builder, like I sang with him before too. I sing with him a lot sometimes too.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite song to sing.
You know what y'all should do is y'all should put this up on Days Park on the TV on the Days Park. You should put the
This podcast.
you should you should put this podcast up on the Days Park TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need the video file.
They need one out.
We do, yeah.
We're live on Twitch right now. Literally
It'll go
right
on
now.
YouTube though, eventually, and
Yeah,
Spotify.
it will go up on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
it'll be up on there.
Y'all can play because we're gonna be talking a lot about Days Park because that's our main like connecting point is Days Park.
Track.
Yeah.
That reminds me. That reminds me, Dragon. I have a piece I
Oh
made the other day.
right, the Days
Yeah.
Park poem. Yeah, read that.
I made a little piece the other day. So, is now a good time for me to read it, Dragon?
Yes.
Okay, so almost like every other Wednesday, me, Dragon, sometimes Punky, and another friend of ours, we go to poetry open mic night at this one place. You might know it's Cafe Aroma. Ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, on the corner, Elmwood and
Bidwell, yeah.
Bidwell.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that place. So we go there because like one friend of ours hosts like open mic poetry there. So we've been doing that, and I was just thinking of something to write about. And like one thing I thought of was doing a poem about Days Park. So I wrote one right here. I'm gonna read it right now.
Yes, let's go.
All right. So I call it Days in the Park. On Tuesdays we celebrate Days in the Park. We gather with friends new and old as we sing out our hearts. As Brian shuts down the bar, the lights go dark. Tuesday night karaoke is where all the fun starts. As I leave a tiresome day of work, Days Park is a place I can call my own. Whether it's the food, the drinks, or good company, there is enough to feel a sudden euphoria. When you hear me and my friends go and sing, you can hear the lyrics rattle through your bones. These past 6 months alone, Days Park has garnered such memoria. Anticipation occurs as Josh reads off his list. Your adrenaline builds up as James sings Green Day.
Hey, let's go.
I inherit my inner Tom DeLonge as I sing Aliens Exist. As I wake up, that's right. As I wake up on the second day of the week, I smile knowing that it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
I wrote this in like an hour.
We need this printed. We need this printed and hung up on the wall in Days Park.
I should do that.
Like a poster.
I kind of want to do it at like
Email it and I'll print it.
Email
yeah,
it.
yeah. I kind of want to like do it at the Days Park open mic one night. I just want to go there and do that one day.
Email it to
Absolutely.
Josh. He said.
Oh, email it to you.
Yeah, email it to me.
All right, I'll do that.
text you. I'll
Okay.
text you it.
All right.
So
Cool.
that nobody gets in there.
Yeah, good idea.
Imagine a signed poster just hung up on Days Park.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be
That'd
cool.
be really cool. Yeah.
Put your picture up and everything.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Then we'll hand out copies.
Yeah. No copies. And we'll have a Days Park read along.
Yeah. Just everybody in unison just reading
And like a
this-
Q&A with the writer too.
Oh my god. So how did you write this poem? No. It's nice. We should Days Park for us like has been a good like it could become a good like post show crash space. It's like for me it's like a second home at this point.
Yeah. Kind
It's
of like how I said that in my poem. Yeah. I think of it that way.
I just love meeting everybody and love, seeing Brian and everybody else and just hanging out, just chit-chatting, catching up on life with
Yeah.
everybody else who goes there. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
You actually have a show coming up there, right, James?
Yeah, on June 11th. It's a Thursday, June 11th, 8 to 10.
Oh, it's a Thursday?
Talk about that.
I thought it was
that
a,
a little
I thought it
bit.
was a Sunday.
No, wait,
this whole time.
no, that's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a
no?
Sunday, I think. Yeah.
Monday.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, June 11th is a Sunday. I messed up my own promo. June, yeah.
Huh.
Let me check out that mic chat.
Yep.
I had the July date mixed up. Yeah, Sunday, June 11th, 8 to 11.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
3 hour set.
3
Oh,
hours
it-
set. Damn.
Nice. I'll try to be there for that. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'll try to be there too.
I'll definitely go to that.
Go to opener.
Duo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
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 Or you know, some feats. Yeah.
Very
Let's
nice.
get it.
Eats, yeah.
We need
have
to.
you been set before?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you probably did over.
Yeah, like the original, the first band. Yeah. Torch Fest. That too. That was an hour set, but Torch Fest was an hour set, but yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
3 hours. I mean, 2 hour sets are sweet. 3 hours, it's, I mean, kind of like a mark of, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. So how do you? So okay, you guys are performers, and we are actors, so we can kind of relate together on this, but on the different spectrum here, different ends of the spectrum here. How do you prepare for a show? What do you do?
You know, I've had a lot of in the past bands that I've been in. I would get a lot of like the other members coming, just like being nervous, and then it's just like, we're gonna go have fun. Like, what are you nervous about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't know. What? You're not nervous? Like, we're about to be in front of people. Like, no, we're gonna have fun in front of people. We might, but this is like what we've been doing. We've been practicing for this, but also at the same time, aside from like the collective practice that we've put in, you've also been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna have fun out there, regardless of what happens. You know, whether my high E string or B string goes out of tune during a song, we'll work around it. We'll still have fun with it though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's my preparation. Really is just kind of like waking up and going through my day.
Yeah.
And getting, you know, the first, like, during that week of like anticipation, it's like, okay, I got the show coming up. I'll practice. Oh, that's another thing. I'll practice the night before.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I will cram every
Done that before, yeah.
song in. Oh yes, practicing the night before, and it's like,
That's
all right,
important, yeah.
That's like
Honestly,
necessary.
practicing as much as you really can, you know. Yeah.
Yep, just practicing. For us, how do we approach this as actors? Because actors are
Okay.
much
So-
like different.
I could say like one way we can approach it is like it kind of goes back to that practicing thing, like practicing the night before or whatever. I'd say like could be like running your lines and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I know it's one thing me and Dragon will do sometimes is like if we're hanging out, if we're in the same show or something like that, we will run lines together
Yeah.
or just run our lines just as much as times as we get,
Yeah.
as many times as we can. Really, just run lines over and over, just keep going till we
Yeah.
really get it down. And yeah, kind of like how you said, like if like a G string like snaps or something like that, like kind of the same way with theater. Like if someone messes up their line, you just gotta keep going with it. Really, like I've had that happen before. I've talked about this on the podcast before, where like in the last show I was in, one of the my scene partners, he kind of like really lost his place, like kind of got very lost, and then like I kind of guided him a little bit on the stage, kind of like
Yeah.
said kind of like keywords really to like make him like think of the lines, and then eventually like they thought of it, they kind of like the lines kind of started coming back to them. So like finding like I don't know, like helping each other out is like teamwork really is a good way.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like what I'm trying to say, teamwork. Yeah.
Theater is a lot of teamwork. We're just trying to save each other's asses all the time.
Basically, yeah.
It's
Oh, it's the same thing.
And that's why honestly the rapport is so big. Like it's huge. I mean, like knowing your people, knowing their tendencies, and knowing, you know, what they lean into, and it just kind of, if you guys like practice, know your source material, know each other, like you said, you gotta have fun, and really the
Good
good
fun with it. We've
good
been told
times
that before,
radiate.
yeah.
Like if you can laugh when that string snaps, and thing is laughing rather than fretting.
Yeah.
and
Hi, Mike.
Like me, like you said, missing a line,
yeah.
and me say I have a guitar solo, and I fuck it up,
Yeah.
which I've done many times.
Yeah.
The thing you gotta know, I mean, with being I guess there's a lot of different things that come into play here. If I have an original song that I wrote the solo for and I mess up in front of people, and I'm not that well known, if I was AC/DC and I mess up a guitar solo,
Yeah.
as Angus Young, people are gonna know, and I'd be like, oh, yes. But
Yeah.
playing here in Buffalo, in a small band that had originals, I played the guitar solo. Everybody went crazy regardless,
Yeah.
and only the band knew that I hit the.
Only the
Oh,
band knows, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I like turn to them and they're like, "What was that?"
Yeah.
Smile on my face when I make a mistake.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's
It's so sad, but you know,
it's
but, yeah,
kind
no, it definitely happens, and you get through it, and
Yeah.
I just smile through it.
yeah. Cause that's all you really can do. Cause you gotta keep the show just moving. Like even as an actor, like who's gonna know?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Like, they told us that before at one of our shows. Like our first show we did with Shakespeare. Like, no one's really gonna know if he messed it up. Like, there's not gonna be any Shakespeare critiques. Like, experts sitting in the crowd saying, "Oh, he messed that up. That wasn't in the original script from like 1820 or something like that."
Yeah.
So,
I wasn't on page 34.
Yeah.
Yeah.
page
It's like
34, yeah.
it's like on page 34 you said and instead of the, and you messed up. Like, no, nobody's gonna do that.
That was
Yeah.
clearly an ellipses and not a comma. Like not long enough of a pause.
That pause was too short. Oh
If me and
my
Romeo
god.
and Juliet, Romeo was talking about Romeo. Be a little strange,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but for the most part, yeah, people don't. Like if I'm playing "Sweet Child of Mine," that's what everybody knows. That guitar, the guitar intro.
Yeah.
If I'm playing it a key, if I'm playing it down one fret,
Yeah.
it's an easy mistake to make. Just to go down one fret and just start playing it there without looking.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the band kicks in, and it's like, oh, we did a key change. Oopsie.
What's happening?
F-step modulation.
That's gonna be something that they know is like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Either he was wrong or the rest of the band is incorrect. And then you hear the guitar adjust, and it's like, yeah, okay. I see what's wrong.
That was a flat 9.
Right.
My thing to try out. We should do that.
Yeah. There's actually somebody on Instagram. I've seen reels of like harmonization, like reharming those tunes, and it's all half step up, half step down. Oh, and it's
have such a weird sound.
it bends your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of dissonance and tritones, I imagine, coming out.
Oh
of that.
yeah, it's about as dissonant as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, no, don't, no, please no. Telly, do you have questions?
I can try to think of one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have one though.
Oh yeah.
If-
What's yours? You can go first.
So, being musicians and performers, and you meet somebody who's trying to get into it, who's just getting into being a musician, being a performer, what advice do you give to them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, as a music teacher, it's, being a music teacher is a little different because these people tend to come to you and they're like, I want to learn. But then you do get those people who are like,
Oh.
yo, there's literally just like rats fighting.
Oh God!
I hear them. I
Oh,
hear
it's a
them.
Rat fight.
That was a cat. No, it was a cat.
Was it 2 cats? Whoa.
Whoa.
Guys, this is nature. Like, this is city nature happening right
Is
now.
there a cat? Is there a cat fight just going on?
I thought I heard some squeaks.
Music instructor teaching.
Yeah.
Come to you.
Anyway.
Want to learn?
Yeah. But if you get those, teaching kids especially where they get their parents that are like, this is gonna be good for you.
Yeah.
And they're just like not into it. Just
Yeah.
kind of like, if that's the case, it's kind of like find what they're into. But somebody who's been going through it, who's trying to play it, who's like, this doesn't seem right, sound right. Is this? Am I doing this good enough?
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta tell them, yes. You just and music is subjective in a way where what you're playing, what I play, someone could absolutely despise.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, fine.
Yeah.
But because there could be a small niche group of people who think that what you do is the most incredible thing, and it blows them away every single time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just gotta. That's probably the big thing that I would say. It's
Yeah.
like there's somebody out there who's willing to listen.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't have to make it big, but anything that you put out there will make a difference somewhere.
Yep.
And that's
Butterfly effect. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. I think, Telly, we've pretty much gotten all our questions, right?
Just back. I think I got a curveball right here.
Okay.
All right. How would you say that COVID has impacted the music industry in the 716, or just
Ooh.
your process with it?
It definitely, I mean, yeah, kind of threw a halt on a lot of things for a while.
For sure.
Without a doubt, I mean, shows weren't happening. I remember that was right around the time where I got like Machine, like one of those drum pads.
Yeah.
I was working with like one person and making like beats and stuff rather than like live instrumentation, because it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It definitely slowed a lot of stuff, and I don't want to say progress, because I mean, you can kind of, but some stuff, yeah, you need more than just you to kind of carry on. Obviously, you have to carry your own. But I'm just so thankful that we're at the point where like stuff is starting to open up, like shows are a thing again, like large concerts are a thing again. And I mean, I know there's a handful of bands that like have kind of given up during that time, you know, like that downtime, and I feel for them. It's kind of like a shift almost, you know, like the ones that stuck it through, or even the ones that have started in that time. I mean, it's definitely a shift, a change in direction, and it kind of even opens up more opportunities and possibilities for what's to come. I mean, I'm so excited.
I will say that during COVID, I was like in the middle of it, like being in a performing group, and the stop, like the complete halt that it put on that group was stressing. Not necessarily like stressful, because we know it's going to end, but it was like, all right, so we're not going to see each other for a while. We're not going to practice. We're not going to play. But like, let's keep this, like, let's do something to like keep us all engaged. So then that first practice back was incredible.
Oh yeah.
We were supposed to play New Year's, because we've been a group since 2019, 2018, and then 2020 was just dead, and then we got back into it. We're supposed to play New Year's Eve. I think it was 2021 or 2020 and 2021. No, maybe not. Maybe one of those New Years, and we just we didn't, because the fear of COVID was so bad. And that was a tough show to skip out.
2021, I would think.
Probably, yeah.
That was a tough one to skip out on, but you had to do it because health and safety, you know?
It's true, yeah. Comes first, yeah.
Oh, always. So the first show that we did play back from COVID was just incredible. And in the time that we had from not practicing to practicing again, everybody's style had changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Just stuck up and doing their own thing. So then when we got back into it, we kind of like dropped some things, added some other things. And it was like, all right, this is cool. It's like new. And then, coming back from COVID they're big shows. There's big shows.
Yeah.
Everybody, our audience was like, let's get back out there.
They're excited to get back out there. I'm excited to get back out there. I mean,
Yeah. And
man, concerts make the world go round.
They do.
It's true, yeah.
And I think we all want the same thing here, so maybe we'll find each other on the stage one day. You know,
hopefully,
as a group.
We'll see that,
together, maybe. Okay, well, I'm pretty much set on questions here, but I do have one thing for you guys. Do you have any questions for us?
Oh yeah.
I'm really bad when people ask me that. I always, especially like, you know, job interviews and shit. It's like, any questions for us? Like, you know what? I'll send you an email in a couple days.
Same boat. I'm like,
Hey, think about it.
do I got the job?
Yes.
Yes.
When's the starting date?
Tomorrow.
At the moment, I do not have questions.
And no questions.
What are you guys gonna do for the rest of it? Yeah, I'll let you guys on tomorrow. What are you guys gonna do tonight? You guys gonna have, I don't know, you go to bed?
What are you bringing to Days Park Karaoke this Tuesday?
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna probably bring.
What song are we gonna do?
I'm probably gonna bring like a Chandelier, Surrender by Natalie Taylor. What else? yeah, those are the two new songs that I'm probably The Joke by Brandy Carlisle. I might bring that as well.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I'll see.
For me, I want to debut the song. Well, I sang with you guys last week, but I want to solo it. It's the song "I Miss You" by Blink. That's a good song. I want to do that solo. I might do my old faithful all small things. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe Arctic Monkeys if I can fit it in there. One song I really want to do. Have you James? Have you ever heard of Tom and Travis's side project called Boxcar Racer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want.
Like
Ever
the
heard their
Red
song
album?
called? You ever heard the song called "There Is"?
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to do that song. It's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that.
They had a side project. That's
Actually, like both sides of it, because Boxcar was Tom and Travis, and then Plus 44 was Mark and Matt Skiba.
So Plus 44 was Mark and Travis, Matt Skiba, and Matt Skiba and Mark was Blink post Tom, like when Tom left in 2016. So like that's when Matt Skiba came in. They released the album California.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I think Matt Skiba had like his own band too. I think they call it Alkaline Trio.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. So, chat, do you have any questions here before we depart? Because we are pretty much all the way out of time here now.
What's up, chat?
Yeah, what's up, chat?
What's going on? It's
Where's
already
the
10:39. What are you drinking? Is that a White Claw?
Yeah, I do have a White Claw.
Oh,
They were all out last week when I was there. Brian said they were all out.
yeah, they
like
probably
they got more.
restocked since then. All right. Well, we don't actually raid out to other streamers here on podcast nights, but yeah, guys, this was fun. As always, we had a great opportunity to talk with our friends over here. It's always fun to get to talk to them every Tuesday. But then getting to share them with you now was fun. And yeah, go that as per that pinned comment at the top, go vote for Brian for best bartender. That would be great.
Vote for Brian.
Vote for Brian. Vote for Brian. But yes. Oh wait, I'm gonna wait until James gets back to close out here.
He went to his truck. I don't know what's happening. He might have, you know what? He might be getting his guitar. This is what I'm guessing. He's got his guitar. Nope, no guitar. I thought he was gonna come and play the guitar.
Oh, that'd be cool if he did a musical
That would have
outro.
been cool. It's fine. Right.
What you got?
Oh, all right. So, absolute honor and a privilege. Yeah. Once again, I'm James Brennan. Got the social thing, little light box.
Hey,
nice. There you go.
nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Go
I don't
follow.
have a little remote, but it's got that little color fade thing.
And
nice.
Josh, where can our friends find you?
Instagram, Josh on guitar.
Josh
Underscores
on
instead of spaces.
Underscore. Hold on. Yeah, we got you on a.
Oh,
We
just
gotta
type it in
yeah.
your nose or something.
guitar.
Low budget, whatever you want.
Hey man, we're getting you a
Josh
light box.
Josh underscore on underscore guitar. Josh on guitar.
It
Yes.
is. Well, you know the other one's
There we
Josh
go.
There we go.
underscore on guitar.
Yep,
There he
there we
is.
go. There it is. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close out for the night. Next time, we will begin our June stuff, right?
Yeah.
We'll begin our June Pride Month stuff, which will be interesting, which will be really interesting.
Yeah.
Due to certain current events. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. My name is Spin Dragonfire. With me, as always, I've had Telly.
Good night, everyone.
And we had Punky, but Punky had to leave. But yes, Josh, James.
I know. It close. Thank you
guys,
for having us.
Thank you
Thank you.
for
Oh, yeah,
coming,
for
for
sure. Thanks for
devoting
coming,
your
yeah.
time. Much appreciated. And we hope that, someday down the line you will come back to us, maybe as guest hosts.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be really
because
cool.
we are because we are messing with the idea. Maybe if we can set something up right in Days Park, and stream from there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Days Park podcast live from the stage.
Like
Yeah.
in
That'd
the
be cool.
lounge, like in the lounge somewhere. That'd be cool.
The patio.
Yeah. But yes, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Everybody, be safe. Take care.
Godspeed.
and
God bless. Go Bills.
We
That's right,
will
go Bills.
see you
You
next time.
next time.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.